my boss by that time, he asked me to type all the business card. So we have like 300 business cards. So he asked me to write in the Excel sheet.
I always sit on the last row.
That's true.
Why do you think those knowledge are very important? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Aubrey, and today I'm so glad that I invited Dylan to join our interview. I appreciate you come today. It's storm outside and it's very bad weather, but we still make it happen.
Hello everyone, my name is Dylan and I'm also very honored to join you and thanks for inviting me. It's actually my first ever video in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little background about Dylan. He is the Chief Operating Officer in Kuka Home, and it's a global furniture manufacturing company. And he, at the same time, he also the spiritual leader in our cohort. So Dylan, I'm very impressive that you stay in one company for over 12 years. I cannot imagine that can happen to me, but what's the secret to have yourself stay in one company and keep growing, climbing the career ladder and doing so well right now?
I have to say I get a lot of motivations in the past 12 years. So even though I stay in the same company, I didn't always be in the same role. So I also changed my roles step by step. Like before I was in China all the time and now I moved to US. So it's kind of like a big milestone for my life as well. And even by the time I was in this company, we also do several different projects. Like all these projects are not easy. And when you see the result, it's a big accomplishment, it's a big achievement.
Got you. So like you finish one achievement and then it motivates you for the next step and you can always find bigger challenge in front and that keeps you going. But because most people, they leave a company, it's because they don't feel it's challenge or they don't feel the rewards or the things motivate them.
And I also have to say that in the past 12 years, I think it's also a golden time for China for export business to all of the world.
Yeah.
So we kind of like catch up the time, and we find a lot of opportunities, a lot of new things.
Yeah.
So bring us to today. But although in on the way to get where we are today, we still suffer a lot, face a lot of challenges. But we see that we get it's really a golden time for us.
Timing is one thing. The capability to catch the opportunity is another thing. Because I heard that before working for this company, you were English teacher and you making more money than what you make at the beginning in this current company.
Yeah.
In a very famous organization called New Oriental English in China, and they focus on help people to pass very important exams like TOEFL, IELTS. When you being the teacher at that moment, you didn't even graduate from college yet.
Yeah, that's my second year. I start as a teacher in my second year, and my students is only like a few years younger than me.
Yeah.
But I always tell them I'm already 30 by that time. But yes, I think I learned a lot from being a teacher. Because I would say that I used to be a very shy boy. Like even when you talk to people, your face will get red immediately. But then after being a teacher, you have to, always talk to people. Yeah, exactly. So I think that changed me a lot. Especially, I think after that, the most benefited thing is I did great in all my presentation after that.
And does that make you more confident?
Of course,
yeah.
Of course. I feel a lot of confidence, and at least you have to fake to be very confident.
Once you graduate from school, you started with Kuka Home. What make you make that decision?
Being an English teacher for like 2 years. So within these 2 years, I think this might not be what I want. Because, as a teacher, you're always repeating what you're doing. Like after this...
You are giving the knowledge, not receiving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
After these students, they graduate, you will facing another students and you repeat all what what you learn or what you teach. I pivoted to this current job, and it's actually a lot of my friends, they know this company. It's a very famous company in my city, Hangzhou.
So how the journey looks like? Can you describe us what happened in these 12 years?
So of course, at the beginning, you have to be more like a seasoned job. So you have to do because we are doing the export, and my role is to doing export business.
Yeah.
So you have to do a lot of paperwork. Like you need to write the invoice, pro forma invoice. Then you have to prepare the shipping documents, and the customer, they might give you feedbacks on the claims or issues. You need to get them the feedback. So very detailed stuff. So I've been trained for like almost a year for all this kind of stuff. I even remember that one at my first week in this company, my boss by that time, he asked me to type all the business cards. So we have like 300 business cards. So he asked me to write in the Excel sheet.
What keeps you staying with the company even with these boring tasks?
I have to say, like being in this type of company, you see the growth path. I think you see what the people out there, my boss, what he's doing, my manager, what he's doing, my director, what he's doing, and then general manager. You see they're doing, better and better, or they're doing more elite jobs than me. So you know that what you need to learn and what you can really learn. So I think after that, for us, because it's an international business, so you will be divided into certain team. Like this team is handling US market. That team is handling a European market. So at the beginning, I work for European market. So, for people just graduated, and we did got the chance to go to Germany, to go to France at the second year when I joined this company. So you see, I can go to Paris. That's a lot of motivation. So exactly. Very excited by that time. And then I think that's a good timing for me to learn more. Like, I think there is also some different opportunities for me by that time. Like for France, for sure, it's a big market for us. So we know that we need to build more. Like we need to build a local office. We need to build a showroom. We need to attend the fairs. So by that time, it's only me. So there is no other team members. So I actually get the chance, like we get the opportunity to build everything by my own. So we should also build my own reputation. So that's a great improvement for me. And I would say that after another 3 years to dedicated in France, then it's a total European market.
What's your title at that time?
So it's mainly manager. Yeah, I get promoted to manager by that time. And then we find another good opportunity for US market. So like the furniture we have is mainly this one without function. So we call this type of sofa is stationary. And for the one with function, you can reclining. That's we call the motion sofa. So by that time, Kuka, we never produced any motion sofas. And then our company, we are thinking that motion is a great opportunity. So it's a big market share.
For the young people.
Yeah, why we don't do it? So we have like 13 people in total. So we build a team, and the company let us build this team. So we build this team, and we start to do motion for not only US market, but for the whole world. And you see, by that time, it's kind of like a 0% for motion in our total business. And nowadays, the motion business is already take over 60% of total Kuka business. So every time the company will say, thanks for the team by that time, they build motion. So which brings us today.
Gotcha.
So that's a great milestone or, important moment for me. And after another 3 years, actually, since motion was already been built, so I'm thinking, what's the next opportunity for me? After 3 years fundamental build, I stayed there for another 3 years. But by that time, I already been promoted as a director. And then it happens to COVID. So it's almost COVID time. But COVID time is also very interesting because I used to only have business trip to US or to other countries. But during COVID, I was in US by that time, and you can't buy a ticket or you can't.
Yeah.
I always remember that I bought several tickets, and when I get to the airport already, and they said, no, you can't go. because you need this, you need that, or a lot of regulations. So I have to stay in US. So by that year, I stay in US for the whole year. So that's given me another different experience. When I stay here, I stay in North Carolina, High Point, a very small city. It's only famous for furniture. So during COVID times, like ghost town. But by that time, by that year, it's only 3 people of us. We stay in our showroom in High Point, and we did a lot for the videos, for the training, for the new product designs. So I think that's a totally different experience for me by
it's
that
like
year.
Innovation time.
Yes, and very unique because nobody else have the same experience than me. So by that time, we find that e-commerce is a great opportunity. Not only e-commerce, but also like a national retail, like Costco, like Sam's Club, this type of customer, they get great increase during COVID time. So for us, we would say, why we don't catch that chance, catch that opportunity? So instead of only doing motion, I pivot to the national retail and the e-commerce business for our company.
Oh, that's a good transition because I remember by that time many people start deliver the goods from online and
exactly. You know that's a big opportunity there.
Yeah.
So we start to do that, and it's also brand new business for our company. So which means I also doing another different new career. So I did that for another 3 years, I would say, and now the national retail, the Costco is now already our biggest customer, and all the national retail e-commerce become so important for our growth, for our company growth. I would say that's another big milestone for my life. And then after 3 years, then I move here. Like then we think that because of COVID, no Chinese people, no other countries can travel in US. So we know that how important you have to build a team locally because our customers are here. So we used to only have like salespeople, and all the salespeople they are in different locations because they need to build a relationship with the customers. And then our company think, yes, you're right. Since we can't always go to US, we have to build a team there. And for our team to build there, what functions we need. And then we think about we need to have a kind of like people from headquarters. You need to be in dispatch to US and to lead the team to finish, to see what we need and to find the operation issues, to find the problem and to solve it. So that's why I've been the one to move to US.
From the whole story, I observed 3 points. First, you have very strong execution ability. It's like every time you catch some good opportunity, you execute with 16 people teams and with the local teams for design, all this. And secondly, every time you saw the new chance, you go and catch it. You don't wait. And you have eyes to find these new opportunities. And then the third thing is like you seems have 3 years milestones.
Kind of like that, exactly.
And you will not stay with your comfort zone. You always find the challenge things to do, and once you overcome it, you will get next stage of your life.
I think 3 years is pretty long for one role, right?
Yeah. During this process, which experience you think is most challenged?
I have to say the story I shared about the motion so far, that time is very difficult. First of all, I think the company, although we have this idea, but the whole company don't understand it. So we didn't get a lot of support by that time. So you have to start from zero. So you have to start everything. So by that time, I know that I work like till midnight every day for like almost a year. And it's very tough because the company also give very high expectations. You have to get results. But it's very difficult. Like you push a customer, you persuade a customer to buy stuff from you because it's not just one piece. They might buy $1 million products. So it's very difficult to push them. I won't say difficult, but it will take a long time.
Yes.
So all of the customer, especially the big ones, you need to almost spend a year to open these accounts. And also it's a brand new for me. So I need to learn more than ever. We did do a lot of market research. It's very important.
Yeah. Market research, the analysis, and
Exactly.
even like right now with machine learning to do the forecast.
Mm.
So you have been staying in this company over 12 years. And do you feel this company is a comfort zone for you right now? So when you think about the future, will you be panicked one day you looking at, oh, maybe it's time for me to change to another environment, a new challenge, even a tech company like Amazon, Meta. Have you think about it? Or you think, oh, I have lots of things to do here. I will just keep doing it.
Make sure my company didn't see this video. I can't deny for sure especially we are in the Bay Area, we're in Haas. Yeah. You see so many opportunities, so many different things out there. I think for this moment, I still see a lot of growing opportunities inside my company. Like we only have like a very small team here in US. In the future, we want to grow bigger and bigger. So that's for sure one of the opportunities. And also, the furniture market is such a huge market. Everyone needs furniture. So it's super big. And for us, I think even though we are already pretty big, but we only cover around 5% of the total market share in US. So you see a lot of big potential there.
5% is a lot.
Yeah, but that's true. But potential, which means you get more opportunities. Yeah, right. But I won't say no to other opportunities as well, especially as you mentioned, like Amazon. Like this customer, they are also our customer.
Yeah.
So you know how they work.
Yeah.
And you know that the tech company is another different level for the industry. So I did think about it, but I won't say it's kind of like immediate ideas because I didn't get really convinced myself to change another role.
Yeah, and to be honest, for me, I already have a team I really trust, and people trust me, and I can apply my idea into execution. That would be perfect because if you just work for another big company, you are not the people in charge. You need to get alignment with your boss,
That's
and then
true.
you're even the skip level. So it make not that flexible. If I'm in your position, I was thinking like, I have lots of things to do, like bring the intelligent furnitures and all those things. That can be interesting. From the MBA study, so I always saw you on the first row, like super concentrated on the study.
First, I want to say why I always choose to sit in the first row is only because I think I want to push myself to study more, to have more interaction with the professor, with our cohort.
But for me, okay, I hope. Yeah, I always sit on the last row.
That's true.
Why do you think those knowledge are very important?
I would want to start with why I want to be here is also because I never studied in US. So that's a totally different experience for me because I always study in China. So when I can study in such a good school in Haas, I feel why I don't cherish this moment. Not only because the professor, the courses, but also the feeling. Oh, I'm becoming a student again after 12 years.
Yeah.
So that's very unique experience for me. But also I think for certain courses, I think it's very important. Like I think I would say like leading people, like even economic. I feel they are very important for me. And also when you sit in the front row, you have to listen very carefully to everyone. Like I would say our cohort, our classmates, they also contribute a lot of great opinions. Like even although you sit in the back, but you always share some great opinions. I learned that, and I think if I sit in another back row, I won't hear very clearly, right?
It's actually clear. How do you keep your positive attitude and being happy all the time?
I have to say, you only live once. Why not being happy, right? It's very important. And I also think that I would say when you're being nice to people, people will also be nice to you. And I think because of my experience as a teacher, you know that when your spirit give to people, the surround the atmosphere around you will give you the great feedback as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I always want to be positive.
Got you. And one trick, like someone told me to keep positive is, um, so for example, like in life or in work, someone did something bad to you, and you always maybe in the past you think, oh, this guy's so stupid.
Yeah.
Why he's so bad to me and make me upset? But to think another way, you can think, oh, this guy is so funny. How come he do this?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So after I learned that, I really feel it helps me to change my opinion on others, and it actually benefits to myself as well.
I have to say, although I'm very positive, but I'm also a very sensitive person.
Oh.
So I think what you mentioned did really help me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so nice to invite Dylan to this interview, and I enjoy this conversation. I hope you too.
Me too. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share a lot of things with you. I think it's a very unique chance, like to talk very deep, very in person.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.